Would you mind giving us your theory on listening to classical music?
Yeah. So I think so. Music with lyrics and music without lyrics are two different beasts. So music with lyrics, you can say like you're saying one thing and you're saying it really like specifically.
Hmm.
Like you really define like the direction and the mood of the song. If you're in classical music, there's no lyrics unless it's opera, and then so you're instead of saying like 30 degrees of life, like you're saying 180 degrees of something, and it can mean like any of that. Like something kind of interesting is um like Aaron Copland's like really famous song, um what is it, Appalachian Spring, the one that is like a popular Western song. Like he didn't even name, like somebody else came up with a name. And so like classical music can mean all these, like can mean one thing to someone and like a can be sad to someone and happy to someone else. So I think to like connect with classical music, you have to bring in like a human element, that's missing when you lose lyrics. So I think to fall in love with classical music, you need to fall in love with like specific pieces by watching them being played by someone. Like not like any, like not just like look it up online and click the first YouTube video, but like you need to know who's playing the music, and like see what happens to them when they play it. Like watching Martha Argerich play Tchaikovsky's First Piano Concerto is something amazing. Like when you see her face, and if you like know who's playing it, or like a lot of these composers, like late um, 19th, early 20th century, like Rachmaninoff and Debussy, you can hear them play their own music. There's
Yeah.
recordings of them, and that's kind of incredible. So I think you need to like. Um, it's harder to listen to classical music in the car because um, like you're missing the human element of like knowing who is playing the music that's there when you have lyrics, because you can
Really,
hear
that's
the
yeah,
lyrics.
that is quite a unique take on classical music. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say something like that before, because classical music is generally referred to as like, oh, that thing, put it on, and the extra orchestra, different movements or harmonics between the different sections of the symphony are supposed to, create this um, better synaptic response in your brain, and it's supposed to be better for you and all that good stuff. But no one's ever mentioned like seeing the face of the players adds this aspect that is missing otherwise, because like what else is there in the world outside of human interaction? That's probably the one of the
Yeah,
most important aspects of life.
yeah, that's cool the way you just put it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you. So on that note, then, why don't any of your songs have lyrics?
um because I am a terrible poet, um and um it's just not, I guess it's just not what I do, to
Okay.
put it really simply.
You do the piano, sometimes you do some other instruments to go with it, but words not your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm saying, I think there is something cool about the fact that in classical music, or instrumental music, you can say 180 degrees of something. So like one moment I really remember in particular is I played one of my songs, Emmanuel, uh, for my friend Laura, and I played it, and to me the song is like incredibly hopeful um, and even happy. And I turned around and she was like on the verge of tears, and she said, "Brendan, that song was so sad," and it surprised me. I think that's kind of a cool thing about, like, if someone's willing to pay attention to the music, then um, you can say something incredibly different to someone else, with the same piece of music, which I think is really cool.